Alright, what's up everybody? This is going to be a how-to on Reason 6.5. I don't have the real full version. I have the demo, and this is my first time opening up the program literally. Now, first I'll tell you that I've used 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, so I know a thing or two about the program. But the program has been drastically changed, and I'm going to get rid of the old ugly mug XSplit shot of me and get into the program. Now, this is how, okay, it starts, I guess, with run in demo mode, internet verification, and register and authorize. I'm sure you can purchase it from right here, which seems like a pretty cool thing to do instead of going buy it and then wait for it or whatever. The digital downloads are great with all this stuff, okay? So now it opens up just similar to the old program. There's a rack set up right now. There's 2 reverbs, an echo, and a delay. And at the top there's master section and the hardware interface. Now the hardware, all this stuff is, you know what, pretty much don't worry about it unless you want to worry about it. Reverbs are what reverbs are in general, and echo and delay is the same exact thing. This is a total empty track, so I'm not sure why I would like to open with this stuff, but we're gonna go with it. Now this program has lots of different instruments, and they're called devices. And this is just like a rack mounted device tool that you would normally see in real world situations. You could press the tab key, and in the back there's actual cords that you can pull out and put into other sections. And don't worry about doing that unless you know how to do that or watch the tutorial that taught you how to do that, because that's not made for the people that just want to come in here and jump onto music. But it is very awesome that it has those advanced features. But we want to make music. Let's go ahead and make some music. Let's see what we can do. Now you start at the bottom below those racks. You go and you can right click, or you can go to the top of the screen and you can click create, and it's right up there. But I like to go to the bottom of a track, and there's new things. It's totally changed for me. Wow, weird. There's create audio track. That's a new way that you can actually make an audio track, and we're gonna try to test that out too. That's last. Create instrument, which I'll show you in after all this. That's all I go to. But first you just have to set those things up. Create effect. Now that's obviously create an effect for an instrument, and then there's instruments, creative effects, studio effects, and utilities. Now I'll tell you about all that stuff, I promise. But first is instruments. We need an instrument. There's the Kong Drum Designer. Now the Kong Drum Designer, think of an MPC. It has 16 pads. You can put whatever sound you want on it, whatever pad, and tweak it out to where you can boom pop pop, boom pop pop. That's all. I mean, it's all that, but it's really good. Redrum's the next one, and Redrum is like, think of 10 drum sounds with a sequencer of a step, just like if you was to think of FL Studio, Fruity Loops, how it's running through the step. So you could put a bass here, bass there, then in the middle of that you put a kick, snare or a clap, whatever, both together. There to go boom tap, boom tap, boom tap, boom, and then you're gonna see. Don't worry about the weirdness. Thor, that's a really great synthesizer, and we're gonna keep on going on with it. Subtractor, that's a great synthesizer. Maelstrom's a nice synthesizer. I have no idea what ID8 instrument device is, so we're in for a treat on this tutorial. Dr. Octo Rex loop player. It's like from the past, the Dr. Rex loop player, but Octo. Octopus 8. There's 8 channels. You could have different loops all at the same time. NNXT advanced sampler, and then the NN19 digital sampler. These are all samplers that you could take a sound like wah, and then put it in there. Yeah, that's a good sound. Wah. You put that in there, and then you go wah 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 wah. Right? It's just like that. But there's real quality sounds in there as well. You could put anything you want. Now the first one is going to be our Kong drum sampler. It starts off with a patch, and that patch isn't all that bad. Now let me show you guys one thing beforehand. There's 2 ways to skin these cats, and these cats be leading that music. Now you could use a real any kind, like, yeah, but you could also use which I do not have plugged up, but trust me, you can use it, and I'll plug it up in seconds, and I'll show you how to do that with all your instruments too. Or you can go ahead and get my mug off the screen, like, hey, get the hell off the screen. And then you could use this as just a instrument tool just to trigger off sounds by using your keyboard or using the mouse. And you can go up to options, make sure enable keyboard control is set, then go to window, and then you're going to want to go down to show on screen piano keyboards keys. Now these keys have also the mouse version. You would do that, or you can set these little things in repeat mode, so it's going and I don't know yet, and it's like, oh, shut it up, on repeat. I don't know yet how you can make it repeat on a faster pace, and I guess it goes with the tempo, and I'll show you how to change that in a second. And then there's computer keyboards, the keys. I'm using my computer keyboard right now, and that's really awkward and whatnot. Just in my opinion, it's an awkward way of doing it. Now let's set up as if we were gonna record a song. This E down here on the timeline means that's the end of the song. The song will stop, and if you hold shift and press anywhere, the E's there. You hold shift down, I go right here and I hold shift and I press there, that's the end. That's the end. That's the end. You set the end, and that's how the end's gonna be. Now this is the most important part of the whole thing. If you want to be let's go at it. I gotta brainstorm this thing, and there's something in my head and I want to let it out, kind of person in general. You're gonna want to do block mode. That's over here. There's song mode and there's block mode, and there's edit mode. Edit mode is just editing each block or each individual record. Now song mode is the final process. Don't worry about song mode unless you just, I don't know, you know, there's some people I'm sure that are out there that want to use song mode, that want to just go and start playing and playing and playing to the end of the song. And there's more people that want to block out their song in chorus, verse, bridge, intro, outro, and whatever else there may be in their songs. Now we're going to hit block mode. Now inside of block mode, you have blocks that you can name. And this is the best part about the whole program, in my opinion. You got block 1, which I would like to say is chorus. I'm gonna type in chorus. I just double clicked on block 1 and I've typed it in stupid under caps. Now I fixed it. That's chorus, because when I start a song, I usually have these things in my head, and I just start throwing down every part of it, and I know I can go backwards to the verse and pull pieces out. And always know that when you're making a song, try to pull out everything you can. Honestly, like, make your song as much as it is, and see how much you can pull out until the song's not what it was before. Because simplicity is the key. Block 2, verse. And you can go further. You can say, hey, let's block 3 is going to be the bridge. Block 4 we could call what, intro, and in block 5 we can call the outro. That's just what I'm doing. You can go in order if you want and say block 1 is intro and all the way on down. Chorus is where I start, and now we have R and L, and that's our looping areas. And the only way to loop is if we go down to the bottom here and make sure loop is on. It has to be blue. And we want to make sure click is on too if we want to be in time. So there's the click down here in the towards the front start part of it, right by blocks, which I just switched out of when I clicked it. Go back to blocks. And then there's pre underneath that click. Now I like using pre because whenever you press record, or the asterisk key on the numeric keyboard, which is, you know, come on, asterisk is just a key that's, I don't know, asterisk. Pick up, pow, pow. So if you press that key, that's gonna record and start recording a song, or it might not, you know, because that's what it used to do. Now I'm on a different version, but I'm pretty sure it still does. Now the Alt key and the Control key are the things that'll control the left and right areas. I turned pre on because I wanted to say 1, 2, 3, 4 and start recording. or if it could be whatever signature you want. 5/16 I'm going up to, or down to 4/3, I guess, whatever you want. You could type 2/2. The thing about the time signature is this: 1 2 3 4/4 is 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Every 4 bar beats is a bar. Now if you 3/4, every 3 beats is a bar. 2/4, every 2 beats is a 4. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 is the speed. It's not the speed in general, but it's the time signature of the speed that you set, which is the tempo, which is next to that. I'm gonna set the tempo to 96. Now I'm doing all this stuff right now to show you, when you want to brainstorm stuff, you want to open up the program empty, not empty, but ready for you to record. And this is my ready for you to record. Now I'm gonna set this chorus, since I hold Alt and I can slide around to keep the right loop area where I want. You can usually do 9 bars, 5 bars, or whatever. I mean 4 bars or 8 bars really, but you put it on the 5th line or the 9th line. And what I do is either or. So right now I'm gonna take the left, and you don't have to hold down Control and Alt. You can just click R for the right side and drag it. I'm gonna do 4 bars, and the end of the chorus block, not song but block, will be the end of the bar of the loop. So go to the right of that too. Now when I come to song mode, I can hold Alt down at the block section at the very top, hold Alt down, and I draw the chorus through. And I could draw whatever I want, and if you click chorus, see, you can change it to any block you want. So that's making a song in block mode, and then go and draw it in different ways, like I'm drawing a song out. So in block mode, I got my chorus ready, and I got a Kong. I'm gonna double click Kong because I know that's not a Kong. I don't King Kong. What? It's the drums. So yeah, I think I'm ready. Let's see. Now I got this set up, my MIDI keyboard. I like to set up my trigger finger. If you have a device, this is how you set it up. Sometimes it'll open up and start setting things up. But if you go to Edit, down to Preferences, in Audio, you could set your audio, the interface of the audio, and the delay, and also master tune. Say you have this song that is tuned from old days, all tuned down. Oh man, their tuning sucks. Well, they might have thought it was good, but it doesn't matter. You could tune to you could use that sample and just tune down to it using Master Tuner. And I'll show you that right now real quick. Since I'm gonna need a piano after this, I'm gonna click off of that Kong drum, and right below it I'm gonna go down, right click, Instruments, and I'm gonna go click on the NNXT Advanced Sampler. That loads it grand piano from the get-go. Now I will go back up to this Kong, and I guess it's time to start setting it up to what we want. Alright, well those sounds are alright, and there's lots of more sounds. Let's go to Preferences again, and I'll show you. I'm escaping. I'm clicking the keyboard because I forgot. I was going to show you the tune. Go to Preference and Edit, and then I'm going to play an A chord, a minor chord. Now when you take that Master Tuner down, you'll see the difference. Now if you're a guitar player out there, you already know what I'm talking about. But if you're not, I mean, that's taking the tune out of regular standard tuning and putting it into just lowering it down to not a step, or raising it. I don't even think it goes a whole step. That's just to help you if you are trying to go with a sample that just is nowhere near in tune. Like this guy, he made a good song. Oh, tongue, yeah, I got a woman funky, and it's just not in tune. You can tune up to it, tune down to it, whatever it needs to be, and just put some hot ass drums. And these drums aren't hot ass drums really. You can go right click or click on this, open the browser, or go to there's a few drums in there, and really all these drums, not all, well, the first set were actual just synthesized drums. I'm going to go to that Kong kit again and show you. Now I just click this drop down arrow underneath it, show drum and effects, and each one you click it shows what it is. See all the different things that it's adding into it. Now the kick, this bass drum is a synthesized, well, let me click on the drum. Watch how you can change anything. There's no sky, there's no limit. You floating in space now, buddy. You can change these sounds, and that is just a synthesized thing. If you drop down this, where you can turn it off if you want to, and it just plays some. What is actually just playing is this effects tone. If I turn that off, it plays nothing at all. And that's another cool thing, how you can have a sound, and then you have two effects channels that can be like compressors, fillers, rattlers, tape of echoes, and room reverbs. And then you could have master effects that will go on top of all that, and then, you know, there's even more, and you'll find out more about that, I promise you. We're gonna make this tutorial a set that's kind of probably 3 parts, because I got a group in Hangouts right now that's with me. See, you could see that there's a Hangout group, and there's probably, okay, they're watching more than anything. This dude's like, I'm chilling at the house and I'm laying down and learning how to make a beat. That's the type of things you could do. And you can check out hangoutcollabs.com. Look at the bottom links. I'm not gonna harp on that. Find out more about all that stuff and learning music. We're down with you. Now, that's just that. You drop this down, you can go to physical. That's what that was. Physical snare, physical tom, bass, hi-hat, snare, synth snare, and then synth tom-tom. Let's do a synth snare. Right now it's off because still, see, you just hear the tone. And I'm gonna turn that tone off because if it's a snare, I don't want tone. So let's listen with tone. You might not be able to hear it, but I can kind of hear it in the headphones. And see? Now that's all fine and dandy if you want to be tweaked out and be like all imperfection. You got this sound you want. But if you're one of the old school, chopping up hip-hop drums, finding all these sounds on the throughout on the internet, throughout the days on the vinyl, and you want to take these samples and you want an MPC, man, you want an MPC, then you just go to the Nano sampler at the top. And then also there's a Nurse Dr. Rex. I don't know why they call it Nurse. It's probably not the doctor. It's a little baby. Well, you know, they don't get paid as much at the hospital. In other words, the NN Nano sampler is the hot stuff for us old school. Now you can put up to 4 samples. It gets really complex to the way you could do it. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and see. Oh, what? I still got a bunch of instruments in here, and I just want to start from scratch. Right click on it and click Initialize Patch. Which, let's find it again because there's a new version for me. Don't tell me you change the name on there. I'll kill you. Click. Initialize patch, and it's not found. It's gotta be somewhere. Browse patch, copy patch, manage samples. That's beautiful. You with me on this? Well, you know what? It's probably not in there now, and that's gonna probably make me not propeller head. Where is it? Okay, you know what? I might be stupid. Reset device. Okay, thanks for changing the name. Alright, right click on it and click reset device. Now there's nothing nowhere and you're ready to pop. Let's go. Now, alright, you have 16 drums. See all the 16 drums we've got, and all the drum assignments are going off on those 16 drums. Now you can have drum 1 play drum 1, hit type 1, and drum 2 hit type 2, or you can have drum 2 play drum 1, hit type 3. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Now if I'm going to drum 1 And then I'm doing the nano nano sensor sampler. There's 4 of them down here, and you see there's 4 hits over here. So if I was to put something on 3 by clicking it and click the file and find our samples. Oh, here's some samples. I got a bunch of samples. Let's just click on something. How about that? So if I hit 2, then it should do 3 from the first one, and it sure as hell does. Now that I'm going back to 2, 1. It's just to show you that that's the reason why there's 4 of them in there. Me personally, I don't ever use that dang thing. Never. Now if I click it and I click remove layer, that'll remove the layer. Remove layer. Now obviously one's gonna hit 1. So let's go find our kick. Let's make a kick happen, man. I like that kick. Not bad. Now if you want to add a layer, which I would suggest you not even ever not add a layer, there's an add layer right above it. And oh, what's the layer? I know Photoshop. It's like Photoshop. Exactly. You putting one thing on top of the other one. I have that kick. How about now? It's playing on both. You might hear the other one predominantly right now, but there's fixes for that. Wow, was that crazy? I like that. You see, it has that, and I'll show you the difference of what it has. I'm going to take the top one, and then the level on there, I'm going to turn it all the way down. Oh, that's just the velocity. I'm sorry. Okay, this is where the level of each one is. Click that 808. There's a level right here. See, now this gets confusing because there's 3 levels right up in our face. There's a velocity level. There's a amp envelope level, and then in each one of these devices you click, there's the level. And whoa, right up here, there's a master level. Oh man, I can't even level my head. And oh, there's a level up right here. Oh crap. Don't worry, it's just understand the velocity level will listen and go down. That's how hard it is. The envelope level is how it, you know, how much the envelope is given, the amp envelope. The level right here at the top is how hard the whole thing is gonna hit. And the master level is all the whole drum set in general. So it's not that bad of a freaking freak out. So I could turn this top one down on this level, drag it down to 0. That's just this. And then turn it up. I had it at 80, but I would have turned it up higher. It gets higher. And then this one, higher to lower, 127 to 0. So you can tweak as you listen. So second one I put at 96. Now it's time for the snare. Now I won't get all crazy with that. Y'all understand that stuff now in general, how you can bring things up. Let's go bring some snares in this house. Hey buddy, bring the snares in the house. I just clicked one. Now also learn your M audio or whatever device you have, because you have to set it up too as well. So I think watch. If I were to put it in the right configuration, it would be next instrument, next key, next sound. But on the pads they already are. So, and you guys are like, what the dude's talking about? Let's go ahead and pull out the old mug shot. Alright, so right now, as you can see, I don't have it set up completely right. All these are still doing the same thing. Oh, there's that. So from 1 to 2, it's going wrong. But over here in the pads, that are so dark you probably can't see them. Nothing there. And man, that drum, that bass drum is killing people. So y'all already know how to kill people with bass drum. If y'all didn't know already, y'all can say Lee sent y'all. Okay, so that's good or whatever. Well, let's add one more little piece to snap it out. Remember how you can add stuff? Oh, let me stop it. Now you can also record samples, start sampling. And that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do here. It's probably not okay. So, oh well, it didn't record your voice, Bob. My name's not Bob for one, and for two, it's probably because the sound device is not set up correctly. So let's go to our sound device and switch it to whatever correctly is. And if you have a ton of sound devices, I feel sorry for you, because trust me, I want someone to feel sorry for me. I have way too many of them. And we're gonna, well, already know this one's not pimping out, nothing right. This is a tutorial for somebody else, somewhere else, and actually some for me to watch. And it's just a matter of playing. Oh, that's not playing. Oh, that's playing. But does it give you active for inputs? No. And I got an input in here, and I wanted to try to get my mic in. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, no, nothing. Nothing's giving me love for an input. So monitoring, probably something that I haven't seen. But also control surface is where you're gonna add a new instrument. That trigger pad, if I click add, I'm sure I could play it and it'll do something. Nope, I can't. I'll go click M audio, and oh, you see how it says fine input, fine, and press that thing, boom boom boom. Oh, it found it, the trigger finger. There it is. So now I can on that thing too. Now that is retarded, and I'll figure that out about the audio things by the time the next tutorial hits. And now let's keep on with our commands. I'm gonna have to go ahead and not sample with my own voice. I'm sure most of y'all will be happy about that though. Alright, that's good. Now hi-hat and nano. Now y'all can use all these things at the bottom if you want. Don't think because I'm just not using it, you don't have to. I just don't. I do not. I like my own samples. It took me a good long time to collect things like this. I mean, think of all the time spent. I even had a record player sitting there recording songs and then finding little, oh wait, that was the best part of the song where the guy doesn't say a single word, but you hear the hi-hat by itself. I'm gonna get it if I can, but it just took too long for me to want to stop using it. And see, oh, in this hangout, here comes old Ben Pap. Is he married yet? I don't know. He's not married yet. Okay, well that's okay. What's up, man? Okay, we're doing a tutorial, and I'm showing you guys that I'm literally in a hangout. I'm just teaching you how to make these dang beats. And that was literally this guy. I gotta go ahead and say this tutorial pause, but it's not really. This dude engaged with a woman that he met on a hangout, so y'all should start hanging out. Y'all might meet a woman. All right. Hey, but first start making beats. These beats will make you famous, or if you suck, it might just make one girl like you. Okay. So I got enough to really start with a drum set. Close this down. Close this down. These are the arrows. You see them, and then there's this piano. I like closing them down and keeping them clean. I'm gonna drag this up, and now there's the loop is on, the click is on, the pre is on. I think I'm about ready. I got the chorus set to 4 bars. How about this zoom bar down here? I see this blue bar right here. It must show. Oh well, it shows this. Well, let's take this bar and drag it down to the blue bar so I see just what I'm doing. Beat 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat 2, 2. So let's play. 3 is clicking. Ah, nice. It's clicking. Okay. Now if you press 1 on the numeric keypad, it goes right on back to the beginning. So this is all about numeric, man. You're not gonna press 1 down here. You're gonna press 1 on the numeric keypad. You could press this. Well, see, I got the wrong thing highlighted, but trust me. Spacebar plays. Numeric keypad 1 and 3. Fast forward, rewind. Asterisk key. That is to record, and to do a new dub, or actually a new dub is the slash, and I'll show you that too, because you can make multiple copies of things, and it's great for the drums. You like that face? Huh? All right, no. Okay, so let's go ahead and start drumming it out. It's always best to track your stuff out individuals. Instruments, period. So I'm doing the kick alone. I'll do the whole thing all at once. Not the whole thing. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna do at least the drum and the snare, and I'm gonna show you how to start pulling them apart. Record is that asterisk key, and it's gonna give you that pre-count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. We're still recording. Press the asterisk key again and stop that. Now, if you, there's a little bit of mistake, a little sloop stuff that I did that didn't sound too rough, but it's slowed down a little bit. It sounds like somebody slipped their wrist right there. I'll press spacebar to stop. Now I just double clicked on that box, by the way, that block. I'm gonna go back to block mode. See the arrow right here? Exit edit mode. That's edit mode. If you drag this stuff down, you could, well, if you could drag this stuff down, I don't know why. Oh, okay. Over here on this version, there's the plus, minus, zoom to zoom in and out. So if you double click on this, you get this mode, and I like to zoom everything in, because what we're going to do in the real near future is we're going to take this and start saving out one thing as a template, and make everything to where you jump into this program and you ready to make a beat. That's going to be on part 2. Thank you for watching part 1. Part 2 is going to be out whenever you are ready for it. Alright. Okay, now welcome to part 2. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, and I hope you guys learned to make a little poom pap a lot. Let's go make some more, cause no, that's not a beat. It's just drum. That's where we were last time. Remember that little crappy? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go to the beginning. Now, you see I used the mouse. I hate doing that, and I don't know why I did. Press 1 on the numeric keypad, please. Now we need to add this. Record asterisk key, and we. Let's turn that click off, because we don't need to hear that no more. Chick it, boom, boom, chick, pick it, lick it, tick it, tick it. Now, those of you that are sloppy out in this world, you got a little thing that's like a squirrel. It's ready and on point. It's ready to hit it right. It's called quantize during recording, right? Okay, you click it right here down low, and it'll auto make the shit go to the tempo, right to the T. If you wanted to do that, usually me, yeah, I might do that, or I might not. If you want to slow down track, then you stop. Don't do that. You want some funk and some soul, make it just go. But if you want it like robotic and all that crap, you can right click and quantize that. Quantize notes, and they quantize straight. You see how they moved, and it no longer late. No longer late. Yep. Now that's something to do if you want to quantize things. And now if you hate the singing voice version of that, quantizing the song is auto quantizing, or quantizing is setting that to the tempos grid to the T, like right to it. And I ain't talking about to the Mr. T either, but you can tell that, like, if I control Z, see how some of them moved? I'm gonna redo that quantize. They moved. So I was a little sloppy compared to the robot quantize method. Now do that if you want to. I do that typically, especially I hear it in the majority of rap music these days. But if you're not quantizing, but you still feels good still, then you keep it going, man. Because music was real musicians out there have never just sat there and, oh, I got to go to this sound. They made music, and it sometimes gets a little sloppy. I mean, sloppier you get, the worse off you get. But don't just harp on that thing, quantize. Now we're in this course mode, and one thing I realized, you used to be able to click block mode and it goes right back, but you have to click the back button right here to go to back to the course mode. I mean the block mode of the course. Now I want to take these pieces and separate them. Remember how I said the slash key next to asterisk key will do the alt or dub? Well, see, now I realize it's different. Dub, if you point your mouse button over things, it'll show you. Down here is dub, duplicate. Overdub, overdub, something that's going to be added to the song, and new alt is an alternative. So that you can continuously do that and make different versions and have different ways of doing this, a drum, a piano, whatever it may be, and go through them and pick the best one. I like to do. I'm gonna do dub right now, and it's the comma and it's the period key. So that's dub and alt. So I'm gonna click comma. That's gonna be kick, snare, and then hi-hat. 3 of them. And I'm just gonna click one and control click, drag it up, and I'm copying them. That's what I did just now to copy these. Now I could label them, and that's important to me too. Double click the lanes, kick, snare, and then hi-hat, whatever. You do what you want. I'm gonna double click on each one, and I'm gonna remove the instrument that I know I don't want in them. I want the kick, so I delete everything with the kick. And now you can just click snare, and you have to double click up here at the block area to show it. And I'm gonna select that kick, select that hat, and get rid of it. Now I know just the snare's there. Now the hat, do the same thing, double click up here, and we're gonna remove this down here. Now we have everything separated, and if we go back, you can see that there's just one individual thing for each thing. And if you go to the beginning and start playing, you could mute individual things, like take off the clap and the hat. I mean the snare, whatever it is. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's just do the bass. Bass. Now I'll bring it back. Now that can be automated as well. You can right click and edit automation for any different thing on this whole program. And that's for tomorrow morning's tutorial after you had breakfast, okay kids? That's just something that's very powerful to make your songs build without having to draw them on and off. And that's by going over here, dragging the beginning to a certain point. Oh, and now I see that it's kept the old track, so I'm gonna click it off. I don't know why I did that. See, I'm dragging this back, and I see the track behind it. Now that might be something that they changed in the features. Let's drag this one. See if there's no. Okay. So see, I don't want that's kind of retarded. I don't want that. That's just what this program does. Now I don't want to say it's retarded because you're gonna watch and see how music's made quick and easy with this. You can draw and you can undraw and take things out and put things in pretty easily, and you can click things off, click things on, click them out, whatever you want. Or you could use the instruments. Now if you're from the instrument land, and play with your instrument, man. But if you'd like to draw it on, then draw it on and off. Like with the hi-hat, I'll select all these hats. Let me play it. And I'm on snap mode up here at the top. Snap and unsnap. It'll snap to that grid whenever you draw. It's on 1/16, but if I went down to 1/32 and I went and just, while they're all selected, clicked and hold down control and dragged one until they're equal like this, it's gonna really get to be pretty high. Yeah, pretty cold in these thing beats, y'all know, and we don't have to flow like that if we don't want to. You can bring it back, Control Z. That's just to show you that you could bring that snap whatever you want. Snap at the bar. Now that's gonna be pretty hard because that's just gonna go right all the way to the next bar. I usually kick it at the 1/16, yo. I don't know if you haven't been to 1/16. No. Now, all y'all that's gonna say, "Oh, you sound black," whatever, YouTubers. We have this little drum thing going. Now we can get real in depth to know that our kick is way too powerful at this point, and we can go and go to the kick, and to see that, you can see that the kicks, the drums right here playing, and you see the note playing. You can go click it to where it's highlighted blue, right click and go to create. Wow. Okay, it's gonna be creative studio effects. Yep, studio effects. It used to be create. That's cool to change it. It's alright. I'll figure it out. Now create effect, studio effects. You can put effects on top of any individual sound, like a reverb, or delay, or compressors, where we'd want to go. Maximizers, EQs, phasers, all those things. Like, I'm gonna put a compressor and show you that you can also well, you can see I turned it down low. You never know, this might be grandma's track. Grandma might not like that high stuff. No, grandma's not listening to this song. Next one is the piano. You guys don't have a piano, a feel for piano? You can't play the piano? I can't. That's my best. No, but for real, if you don't know much, if you don't even have a piano, like I showed you, go to show that on-screen piano keys in the window, and you can just start going to mouse and playing it. Use your keyboard and play it. And let's go see how good we can do with using this feature. This is my first time using this. I'm gonna go back. Oops. Oh, I just found the never mind, that was the same key. Now go back to the beginning, and we're gonna press the H6 key and start sliding these keyboard keys. I don't even hear it anymore. Oops, I know why. Now remember, you got to see what's red. That's what's being played. Alright, H6 key. Okay, here's our little cheater tool, and I just pressed the button. I didn't know what it was, but I know it went to song mode. I'm going back to block mode, and if I point at these areas, I see that the switching is B, so I'll probably just press B. Yep, that's it. That's how you learn. Now watch how you could go back to 3 and then hold control and drag it over. Say that was really awesome what you made, which really isn't. It was crap. Press 1 and okay, so do it over. Blah. Now those of you that are tedious and want to just hit things like you're crazy for a while, I press B again, or use the keyboard or the mouse, whatever you want to use. You can still record that way, just so y'all know. But if you really want to get a good feel, you get these keyboards, and I'm right clicking it and typing the keyboard. Now, or double clicking at least. Let's see. My next step is I'm gonna go find something that sounds somewhat similar to good. And if it doesn't sound good, then you know I'm gonna try again. Let's see. Now you can see both things, and that was meant to be. You could go ahead and thank Eric, Cave, and Jonathan in the in the show that's with us. Yep. That's how we rock. For being just fucking awesome, really, and and letting you guys know, or poof, I can't even get to this screen. Hey, that's you guys playing that piano. Now, if you know how to play piano, then this is where it's at. But if you don't know how to play piano, it still can be where it's at. And hey, y'all laugh at me all y'all want. I put the numbers. I mean the numbers. I put the letters of each key. The octave up, the octave down. It's because it helps me. It helps me to know where the A's at. The A's at. The A's at. Yeah. And I suggest y'all do that too. And whoever laughs at you, show me beats after about a few months. They're gonna stop. So it's good to have a lot of keys so you can do a bunch at one time. Like let's play A chord or A minor chord. I like those minors. So A minor chord on the bass notes, or just the last two, and then over here we'll go. Oh, no, so that sounded bad. So we're gonna find out what we want. A, F, D, E. Yeah, that could be good. A, F, C, G. That's better to me. So F, C, and G. And then over here we do the same thing. That's not bad if you do it together. And now when you're doing it, you could use this treble over here to do a little bit deeper stuff, like you go. See how much of an amazing piano player I am, but I mean it's a little hard whenever you're trying to do things in front of a huge crowd of YouTubers. You scared me, you guys. Fuck. I did not say F words. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and just do that. Now you don't have to be perfect. This is why, because I'm gonna do that bass area, then the trebled area. Not troubled. I'm not that troubled. When I was a kid, I used to be maybe. So raise your key. 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Yeah, now see how I added that little dent? It just happened on the fly. Yeah, no, no. There's flies in this house, but that's not what I mean. Oh, you crazy fuckers! Dang, Jonathan, quit cursing. Look at him cursing over there. It wasn't me, it wasn't me. There's a guy in another room just talking like me. It's likely that he's trying to fight me with some words. But okay, now that we have that, and I'm still recording, I'm gonna do a new dub by kicking period key. Now I'm new dubbed up, and I'm ready to record. It's already even recording. You know what to do next? Okay, so that's just me playing some random stuff. Well, I didn't know that it was time to go, so let's go find another thing to flow. Oh, how about this? Let's go ahead and put some more instruments. You know, I really don't like the way this thing they make this work. That would be so much better if they would let me pull it out, and I'm probably complaining for nothing, because yep, it does let you pull it out. Okay, so this is the way to work, kids. Telling you what. You're gonna have now this is what I'm gonna do, okay? It is not the way to work if you don't want to work that way. I ain't hating. Work whatever way you want, really. Now I'm gonna put my rack on this side. Yeah, my rack. I said it. And then I'm going to put my timeline, is what I'd pretty much call it, over here, and make sure it's zoomed so you can see it all at one time. And see at the top there's your mixer. We might get into that today. Maybe, probably not. I mean, really, you want to start making these beats. Let's make these beats. Alright, now I'm going to right click and add one more instrument. I'm going to go to create instrument this time. Alright, now every refill file that you have, every different sample that you have, now you can probably see I have a bunch of favorites that I've already made. This is, I didn't lie, this is my first time using this version of the program. It literally pulled in everything from 5.0 straight into it. which is great. My drum samples, the music I've made, the chops, the loops, the sound effects, and all the instruments that I love to use. But really, if you want to go get started, you got rack extensions, the Reason factory patch, which is fun. It's a fun time, and the orchestra patch. Let's go to factory patch. Now you see all these different things. You can click any one of these things and get started, and it'll open it up. So we're gonna go. Now there's new things I never heard of before, but I'm not gonna get all crazy on y'all, because it's gonna get crazy on me. I'm gonna open a Maelstrom. Nah, not a Maelstrom. Pulverizer sounds nice. Well, I don't see any patches. Thank you, Pulverizer. Alligator patches. Maelstrom. I'm gonna go mess with a Thor. Thor is just like what you would think. It's Thor. It's so loud. You click it once and you can start playing your keyboards to see what it sounds like. So I remember what I played. It was that AFCG. So I could just go run through a bunch of things playing that. Oh, Thor must like himself. Now, why did y'all put that in that program? Because who's gonna use that? Okay, well that's a bunch of crap, except for Gangsta. These be alright. But then there's more. Don't worry, don't be scared. There's basses, there's effects. Effects are crazy. So the program by itself, it has plenty. Look, signature patches. These are from like professionals that have already made patches. You can always get refills, and I say get refills, because there are lots of stuff out there, and they're cheaply priced, and it'll help you out with sounds. You could make your own sounds too. That's kind of crazy. Like for instance, let's go and just pop up some few little things that I've made before in the past. I'm gonna go to my older stuff, which would be on my drive, which is older. And I'm opening up some motor combinators. Now a combinator is like if you were to take, if all these things together, there's echoes, there's delays over here, there's Kong and compressors. If you had made something that you patched together with all kind of instruments like that, you can combinate it and make it a combinator, and then you could literally tweak that sound to no end, and it turns into some craziness. So here's a few combinators I made. There's a ton of them actually. Like, here's some old wobble basses. But the thing is about those things, you have to get into them, and I'll show you out. Let's just say, hey, we might want to use that later. Press enter then. Put it in the track and go back. Create new effect or instrument. I'm sorry, because that might be something you want. This is for those old dirty South rap heads over there. Made that one too. Matter of fact, made graphics and everything for that one. Okay, now here's some of my favorite newer ones. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. You might not know what it is right at the start, but see how each of those things are combinators because of the fact that you can show device and look at all the things inside there. There's a screamer, there's equalizers, there's the vocoder, and there's also some reverbs all attached to a subtractor. And there's these things at the top that if you hold down, you could make, ooh, that's a dubstep sound to me. Now right click on that because that thing's changing the sound, or that might not be it. You might want to practice and see. You're gonna want to know what's changing what, where, and when. So play with them, and then when you find what you want to change, and you're gonna want to use and plug into, like say your knobs or your faders, and I'm gonna show you how your faders are gonna be the ones you're gonna want to put them into, not the knobs. It depends. If you get back to me if you can come up with a way to make those knobs go crazy, okay? Because they don't go crazy. I'll go ahead and continue showing you guys this stuff while I'm working it. Alright, I'll right click on this, because this is the thing that I want to spin. I'm going to right click on it and edit remote override map. It already has learn from surface input checked, so I'm gonna go to this knob. I turn it. Ooh, it knows what it is. Knob 4. Click OK. Okay, see how I'm spinning it, and it is spinning. So like, alright, that works, but you know that's really a lot slower than it needs to be. So I'm gonna go show you why faders are better. Oh, I want to do the fader right here. Alright, let's see. Let's play with it. You barely have to do any movement to get that faster and slower, and it all is in the work of the thumb that I'm still learning to try to figure out. To get that tweaked out. And I know you can also make a double one to where you can do two of them if you wanted to do minute changes, which you, in dubstep is normally womp 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 womp, so it's a little bit faster than little minute changes. So we got these two things in here, and we'll go ahead and just put some more instrument into it. Okay, let's listen to the song, and we'll listen to the song and we'll just play with this sound with it. Okay, I'm changing my octave over here. This is my MIDI keyboard, M-Audio Accent 489. You could use any MIDI keyboards, but most of them have that on there. Or you could even use this if you wanted to. But not for that. You could. It's just not for me. Yeah. See how I'm changing the octave over here? That's all cool, fun, and dandy, but it's too loud. You can't go with recording it first and then changing the volume later, or you can come to the top over here in the rack and change it in the mixer. Or well, oh no, I forgot. They changed this program around. The mixer's now here. Double click, zoom this down, and press play. Scroll it down. Now you can see what's what. Oh, it's that. Down. And that's just where I'm putting it right now. That's where I wanted to put it right now. That's what's great about this program, is it could be wherever you want it, whenever you want it. I realized I took loop off on accident. Loop is that slash that I at first said was the alternate dub, so just be careful. Sometimes you could break things. Now I'm going back to block mode because I'm not in block mode because I'm gonna record in block mode right now. This chorus. Okay, click on that combinator, which is sound. Now I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it what I named it when I first put it together. Neptune Polysynth. I just Neptune Poly because it's something similar to that. It's just, we'll listen to some Neptune music and tell me if I did a good job. That's all I'm saying. So let's just click and let's see what we can do. solo it. How about let's solo it in the drums, but only the hi-hat. Like, it'd be cool to hear something other than the click, click, click. So we can double click on it. And this is when I like to maximize it to get a better picture. Because I think this first one might be, I don't know, a little late. Let's listen. Yep, a little late to me. Okay, let's start over. Boom. Boom, boom. 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 But you know what? I think that should have been a hit before. And see, this is when drawing can come into play. That's fun. I don't do it too often though. Now that's a little too early, so let's go from snapping 1/16 to 1/32, and let's bring it over this way, right there. Okay, now let's listen to it. Doom, 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 doom. Boom, boom. Nope. One more. Right there. I'm gonna call it a day on that. Hit block mode or hit back. Perfect timing. Not perfect, but you know what? That'll do, donkey. I'm coming to this and I'm gonna drag it back. And I'm gonna back up because I always got tired of seeing it look all funky. That's just me. You could get tired of seeing stuff funky too. I mean, I like the funk every once in a while. Last track I'm gonna add is that. Wish me luck on that one. Oh, it's messing up on me. Kind of wild, but we'll put it in there. Fuck it. Let's go to town. Okay, it's muted right now. That's why it's not being played. So I'm gonna bring this up and let's see what we did that sounded crappy. And I'm noticing now that it didn't record by our automation, which kind of sucks because no, it doesn't really suck because it didn't sound good. You also need to right click on and edit automation for that track. So if you record again, playing with the slider, right? So 1, 2, let's see what it do. So it should have recorded with that automation on now. Let's see what it did. Yeah, I messed with this first one. Okay, now let's go and check it out. You can see the rotary automation down here, right? Well, that's when you want to have fun and draw. Go back to town to draw. Let's double click on this because it didn't add that first note. So I'm gonna go and add that first note by just pressing A. Okay, we're 3, 2, 1, and press A. our old automation day, our old drawing days, or yours drawing days, because there's people out there that come from Fruity Loops, FL Studio and stuff like that that like to draw into their music. So we'll draw in some music way fast, and you can see the higher it gets, the faster it is. Delete down and start over. Bam, 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 bam. So we're gonna move it on up, moving on up. And doesn't sound like it's gonna do anything without hearing the song, so unsolo it. Slower. And see how tedious that can be. Wow, so fun. And we're gonna want to zoom in too. Zoom in, scroll down, zoom in, scroll down. Get it nice and big so you can get tight on it. Go up faster at this point, and that's gonna just do that. And right here, maybe we could map. Now it's as easy as holding down Alt and clicking once to make a dot, and then you want another dot because you want it to go up. So let's back it. Let's keep that simple going on. And let's make it build a little more. Okay, that is all I'm going to teach you. You can go ahead and play with that longer, but I'm going to go into the next block and get busy with it. that's funny. Get busy with it. Okay, whatever. I'm always busy with this. It's goddamn taking over my life. No, it's alright. Alright, now you're gonna wanna now that we have this set up in general overall, we're gonna wanna copy this whole thing. It's in my opinion all about making the song how you want it to feel, a big feel, and then going back up some things. Go into the verse block. See, I'm gonna hold shift and press E. Hold shift and click to get the E, the end right there. I'm going to go to the beginning and Control V to paste exactly. Whoops, Control Z because I did it twice. Let's do it again. Remember, I probably not even said it. If I'm sorry if I said it. I'll just select everything like I'm coming from down here to draw all the way up. And I Control C or Edit Copy for you guys that like your mouse, and can go to verse and then Control V at the beginning. So we have the same thing at the beginning over here. Bam, bam. So obviously at this verse part we don't want this whole, so we're gonna go take it out. And you know what? Sometimes it's good to move a little bit more, like that. Yeah. And also on the chorus, sometimes there's good to add a little more. Remember that hi-hat that I took and I flipped out like it was crazy? Y'all thought I was crazy, but y'all crazy. Listen, you take those hi-hat, make sure you're at 1/32 at least, especially if you want it to be like okay. Now we're gonna go back to verse mode, hit that back to get to open blocks, and let's listen for a second. You know what? That's all it took for me because I already figured out what I want to do. I click that keyboard and I click that Neptune and I copy them. I'm going into intro mode. We're done with this song right now. Let's get it done. And paste. Now we have just this. How about this? Let's take that keyboard and slide it down onto the halfway point. Start. Okay, now let's add to this keyboard. Now the keyboard's pretty cool. I'm gonna go in lane 2 because I want to. And let's do this like this. Okay, so let's see. I'm finding which actual note I hit right here. So it's this bottom C, so I'm gonna start off higher And for those of you that don't know about getting high, this is high, or it's really actually lower. But see, that was hit right there at the third bar, start of the third bar. So I know it's A, F, C, G, so I'm gonna go F, and then let that play out by itself. So I'm gonna be high up here for the first 2 bar beats of the bar, and then let it do its own thing. This is just the intro. I'm just doing some funky thing that I don't even know it's gonna work. But that's what it's all about, is playing these things. I mean, learn how to get this stuff out there, push it fast, playing these things, and then editing them later to come up with something that might be different. It might be the same. Who knows if you like it at first? Who knows if you don't want to ever use it again? I mean, it's all about just doing. Let's do. Oh, I messed up a little bit. Let me go ahead with one more tip that's kind of excellent in its own way. Now that was a little fast for me to go bam boom boom, especially as a non-keyboardist. So what if I were to just take the tempo and drag that thing down, make sure the click's on because we're gonna need to hear it, and instead of the tempo being 96, let's go to 74. Slow it down a lot so I can try to hit that better. So boom, 2. That's so much slower. Well, that was easy. Let's go back to the 96. 96. Now let's go ahead and listen and see what happens. Oh. Okay, might want a little more to that C part. Oh, I see that the first one did not hit. Oops. 2, 3, 4. Oops, wait. That wasn't it. It was this one. Gotta pay attention to your stuff, man. I'm octaving up, down. Okay, whenever it likes to play games with you. Play games with it. So let's see. You don't want it to overlap the other note. I mean, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Like this time you might, maybe. And also, it shows the velocity at the bottom. I could tell that I didn't hit hard enough on that one. Like right here, I could tell I didn't hit. Just hit a little too soft. You can tell when you scroll up. Ba boom boom, ba boom boom. Which that should have been higher. So if you hold Alt down, you have the draw tool. Like everywhere else, you have Alt draw tool. Boom, boom, boom. And that's too high over here. So we want them to sound good. Okay, back to block. Back it up. Yeah, back it up. Alright, let's see. I'm just playing around with these keys. See what we do with C. So you can see what I'm doing. Then it's I think I'll build it up like that. That's when the drum will hit in the song, and you'll see. So it'll be like, and I'm gonna do all of those notes. Now I could do it one at a time. I ain't scared. Now I'm gonna make it loop from the middle. So I put the L loop or hold control and click wherever you want the loop to start. So it's gonna always go dun 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 dun, and I can start recording now. Dun, 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 dun. And I know it's C first. Just press that C in the beginning. Everywhere you want. And I know I'm gonna back up because I pressed the C on the one that was actually hit. Yeah. We could fix what we messed up later. Don't be scared. Then it's C and then G. So let's do the G part. Wow, that plays for nothing, did it? Doggy, want a bone? Did I just mute something? Let's take a sneak peek. Okay, I got it working. Okay, well, I think the problem was something to do with the keyboard. I don't know, it's something to do with a setting on the keyboard. You can always reset the keyboard, and whatever keyboard you have, you go to the manufacturer's website and you figure it out, and then you get it reset and you're ready to go. So let's get back. I'll play. Okay. Oh. Yeah, once again I pressed the one that wasn't supposed to. Alright, on back onto these things that probably sound like crap to you guys. Sorry. Poof. Doesn't mean I think it's all that great. I'm just teaching you how to use the program. You go make something cool. Okay, I know they're already from the beginning. This just needs to hit right on that line. So let's start from the beginning. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, now that's alright, but see the aftertouch and the velocity? For one, let's take those aftertouches off. I don't want no aftertouches. I don't want to touch nobody after what just happened with this beat. Let's bring the aftertouch all the way down. And we want to bring these sounds down too. See, now they have the oh, let's see which one. Okay, the one that's loud is up here. Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select all those things right there and just bring them all down with the Alt key. Just, you know, drawing like crayon, drawing color book and all that stuff. So let's play it. See what this is like. Oh, it needs to be down more. All of it, play around with it. It's all about tweaking. Okay, it's a build up now. And this is all slow and low. Okay, now let's go back to this first one and turn these down too with it. Okay, back up here. Now we have intro, we have a chorus, we have verse. We don't need bridge. We just gonna make a beat. Let's make a song. Go to song mode. Oh, I think I just went down the pipe. Go to song mode, and now you can hold Alt and drag through this thing like you're crazy. But don't drag through it like you're crazy. I think crazy people probably say some weird obscenities while they drag through, and I don't want nobody to be screaming obscenities while they're making music. Come on, don't be rapping curse words. Okay, I took the chorus and I dragged it 2 times. You see that line? That means the chorus plays 2 times. If I click and drag that down here and switches to verse, well, the verse will play 2 times. I want the verse to play 4 times. How about 6 times? Exactly, 6 times for the verse, 2 times for the chorus. And let's just drag in an intro. Well, there's their line over there, so let's back it up to the line. Because I know I set all my lines to 4 bars, right? Or you should have. Or you should have done what you wanted to do, really. Intro. So I can go intro, and I'm going to make sure that chorus gets felt before I start singing on the rap part or whatever you want to do. Now I got verse right here, a chorus right here. Of course I got a chorus. Sorry. And then I could put 2. Now there's 2 verses, 2 choruses, 3 choruses now, and then the intro. The song you can call complete if that's what you're looking for, or you can call someone and help you make it finished. It doesn't matter. You could do whatever you want with this program. That's what's so powerful with it. And we're gonna play this. You should save it. I'm gonna go with my Reason typical save, but I'm gonna have to make a new Reason folder. So, well, I like doing this for all the software I use. Music dash Reason 6.5. I'm just gonna go 6, and then I'll do like 01 dash my first batch. Inside there, I will start with 001. That's the first one. It's like hopeful tutorial. You see how long it took me to save that? I got to the end and I saved that. That was the worst thing to do. You start saving the minute you play with this. You put a drum in there, and you always save. Control S, Control S, Control S saves. You don't want to lose some stuff, man. You lose some stuff and it goes crazy. Now I'm going to show you the mixer and how to EQ and how to set all your volumes while this song plays. Let's see how shitty we made it. Ding dong. Oh, well, I already seen something that's a little out of hand. Let's go back to block mode, intro, and we'll have to come back to the beginning. Go. I knew it was this one right here. Right at the beginning, this is too loud. Look at that loudness. That's like a big old tower that's about to get knocked down versus these little kids. All these little kids are going to get boom, beat or something. Who knows? Whatever's going to happen, it didn't sound good. Alright, not much better. Now if we come over here, we see we have sends, returns, we have the sound, you could volume. Oh, well, that's just all off, wasn't it? Let's go and turn that down. There it goes, going down. And then we can come up all the way up here to the EQ, the high and the low. Now I want to back it up because I want to play with that EQ and turn that down. Now if I do that, I might be able to turn it back up a little bit. Now check out over here. This is what you call mastering EQ suite. All the inserts of EQ: loudness curve, EQ, compression, and master gain. If you click down here where the name is, you have all kind of different presets. Let's do hip hop. Now turn it on and take bypass off at least. You hear the difference? Let's go to 4-band limiter. Lower. Let's go to de-digitizer. I like using compact mastering. That's my first step. And now see all this dragging up? You can always just do this. Okay, over here it shows your input. It shows your dynamics. It shows your EQ. It shows your inserts. It'll show your sends. Now this, if you don't know what it is, you're gonna have to learn it on your own or later on down the line. Don't worry, my buddy Eric and my buddy Jonathan that sleeps, I'm not kidding, they'll learn it from me. I'll teach them guys, but you guys learn it on your own. Or you want to know, you call me call me on the Facebook, on the whatever it is, however you can reach me. You know it's gonna be YouTube. You leave your comments in about what I missed out on or whatever it is. I know you're gonna. Well, God, that was my time. So this is where you change those things. I think it needs a little bit more, though. Let's listen to this song. Bah, bah. Scroll up and pan these things. Okay, now you can also, you see these reverbs? Are they connected? They sure are connected. They're connected to the sends. So if we go up to the sends, well, that's funny. I'm just learning this right now. I know these sends are reverbs. I just learned that, you guys. Let's listen. Let's see if I'm wrong. Up. Down. Hey, I might be wrong. Hey. On. I was so right. Haha, you guys turn it on. Look at that. Let's see. Let's give it to this wobbly. Let's turn that on. See, some of them might be different. Yeah, they are. Yeah, see if you. Some of them are delays, obviously. That one, 4. I'm gonna keep that going. Let's play this. There's a few of them. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah. Okay, we can unsolo them all now, really, because we want to hear them all. Let's head it to the chorus. Bring it back. Alright. Now that we have all that stuff put together, now that we put all this crap together that somebody might like to listen to one day in the future, that's the basics of making this stuff happen. It's not how to make the good stuff. I'm not gonna go teach you how that. I mean, the good stuff is what's in your head. This program allows you to get this good stuff out your head. I'm gonna just teach you how to do that. So you made a template, pretty much. You could go ahead and save this as a template. But what we want to do really is we want to take out our instruments before we save a template, because you don't want to be, or unless you want, matter of fact, let's keep the drums in, let's keep the other stuff in. So I'm going to delete, well, first I'll show you how to save it. You see, I showed you how to save the song, but then really if you want to save it out as a real song, a full song someone can listen to, you can't. Well, that's what the demo does for you, kids. Underneath what things I can't do is export the song as an audio file or a loop or whatever or Rex. There are ways around it. I'm not gonna go into that, so I just can't right now in front of you. You could save and optimize it. That'll save it and optimize it to where all the sounds that are in it go with it, because that one sub bass thing I made, that's something I made on the other one that will have to go with it. You could say make a template straight out of it, or you could do whatever the hell you want. It's all up to you. Now what I'm going to do is delete all this stuff. Take them all out. I don't want nothing in here, because I'm making a template. I already liked what I set up as chorus, verse, and all that stuff. I like how I have drums ready set up. I can minimize that out. I like how there's the keyboard. I'm going to take one of these lanes out. I probably won't want to use this. Probably won't want to use that. So there's a keyboard and a drum, and I like working in block mode. Let's go take these blocks out. Intro block, verse block, all that stuff, and the chorus block. Of course, we gotta take out the chorus. And now we can drop these drums down so we can see them. Just have the kick ready to record and the loop on at 5. And I'll just keep it like this because it kind of looks pretty. Hey, what's up? Put the click on, loops on, quantize automatically, pre's on. I mean, by golly, let's save this as something. I'm gonna go save as. Dude, I'm gonna do it 2 ways because this is how you do it back in the day when you didn't have 6 or 6.5. And I'm gonna go in the Reason 6 folder, and I'm just gonna save it as a starter track. Starter track. That's all it needs to be. I see now that instead of RSN, it saves it as a Reason file. Now you can go up to Edit, Preferences, and in the General tab you have default song is what? Template, empty effects? Nah, we're gonna make you go to open up that starter track, and I know it's in the Reason folder. There's a Reason somewhere. Reason folder. And there's a starter track. Now whenever I close this, close it all down. Oh, no more program loaded. It's just me. I'm just sitting here. Dang, I want to make a beat. Bored. Oh, Reason. Open it up. Let's see. Demo mode. No. Well, I guess we still were in a demo mode. Anybody want to buy it for us? We're willing to accept the donations. I'll teach you more. Now it opens up. Oh wow, it does not open up in what it's supposed to. That was beautiful. Even though I made it set default song. Well, that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to fight. Alright, let's see. With all this stuff, blah blah blah. I'm gonna open up that track, the same track again, because if you go down, you can see it's at the bottom for one of your recent tracks. Failed to open. Okay, I see the problem. Reason cannot open files in demo mode, so it's not going to work that way. So we just lost everything we did in demo mode. That's another good reason to purchase the program. But you can make these templates and it'll open it up, it'll be bam bam, thank you ma'am, and it'll be ready to rock and roll. Eric, are you around? Is there an Eric in the building? Let's see. That might wake him up or not. I don't know. We'll see. Eric, wake up. Okay, well, we got Eric back. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna ask Eric a question. Eric, you got any questions on how to do anything in this program? Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a lot to take on board. But my main question was just how do you
that's a good question. That's a really good question. I'll show you how to do that. Now he wants to know how to make drum patterns. I mean, people sometimes don't want to go beat bop bop on the drums. They wanna make a pattern. So this is the easiest way to do it. You go right click on Instruments and go to the Redrum drum computer. Now that's gonna have already pre-made drums, as you can see right here. I'm gonna zoom this. Okay, that's probably zoomed enough so you can see it. Now up here you'll see there's 10 slots for drums, and you could press the play button on each one. And if you have one selected, see select. Whatever selected gets put down on this 16 thing, which is 16 beats. And that'll all equal up to a bar. I mean 16 or actually less than beats, 16 subbeats or whatever to a bar. And I'm gonna go bring this right side down to 5. Make sure I have a loop set. I don't need to worry about no click because this is gonna click it. And after years of playing with these things, you get to learning that the 1 and the 9 is where the kick goes. So if I press run, it starts doing it. I don't have to press 1. I could just press play on this. But I don't want to start the whole song. I just want to do this. So I'm running that. And then also in the same route that, after years of playing with this, select you, gonna go 5, and you're gonna go 13 for the basic. And okay, let's keep going with this a little bit more. We're gonna take this one and we're gonna run it across the whole thing. Now check out how we can go run across. If you're gonna click it again, or no, it's actually It's actually this thing right here. Let me turn this off so you can hear me probably talking. Now there's dynamic. There's a hard dynamic, a medium, and a soft. I'm gonna go down to the soft and then draw it on. Now I'm gonna go to the hard and then draw it on. Very easy to tell the difference between the hard and the soft. So I'm gonna go soft, and then I'm gonna come back over here and push hard, and every other one, every take 2 off and listen. That helps that out. Now let's go back to this kick. Kick. I'm on hard. Let's bring that kick hard. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna go down to soft and hear that. You can go sky's limit. You can do anything. Nothing's a gimmick. Oh, let's bring this to medium. Oops. Oh, it was already on medium, wasn't it? Let's go hard on it and take these 2 off. See what else we got. Oh, I saw something. Ain't nothing else worth loving on here. So I mean, really nothing worth loving. If you want to add what you want, there's a browse sample, just like anything else. It comes with pre-made stuff, or you can go and take your own fun stuff. I'm gonna add a clap. Hey baby, I love ya. Press run. Now we got a clap. Now we're gonna select that clap and go into that same. We're gonna slowly put that little soft clap into the 5 and the 13. You hear it there. Oh, let's put it 4 and 12. Well, I meant to do 11 and 3. That's not subtle enough. Would have been better. Maybe let's just go with the medium on 5 and 13. Alright, not too bad. Now you have a pitch, you have all kind of different things here. Pitch shifting, length. Really, the sky gets so crazy with the length. Let's just solo this kick. You can change the length. The pitch. The tone. The velocity. You could change on if it lasts the whole hit or something, or just fades out. The panning. You can go even record a new boom smooth chicka chicka ba la 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 sample, whatever you want. And if I had my mic set up right now, you'd see that there was audio in there. But I just control Z out. Now here's the resolution of the samples by 1/16 or whatever you want. And look, there's a shuffle button. Watch the difference. I'm gonna let's shuffle it. Now it's got tick 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 versus, and you guys still can't hear that, can you? Okay, check it out. Hear it without it. Now it feels groovy. Oh, you guys still don't hear it. Let's just go clappity clap clap. Boom. Take that off. Wow, it sounds like a cat. Oh, that's just my pussy. My pussy must be hungry. I'm sorry, you guys. Now watch when the shuffle's on. Oh wow, that definitely doesn't help. Really, all of it. Just listen to that. Has a little groove, pattern shuffle, and then it doesn't. I know some of y'all might not be able to hear that too well. I don't know if y'all can or can't over the internet, but I'm gonna uninstall all this stuff. There's even more to do with shuffling on this program, and that's way down here in this Groove Manager. If you added the Groove Mixer, and say we have the Groove Mixer over here. Let's open the browser. I don't really want to go dig for a groove because I don't do the grooves too much. I let myself groove, baby. Okay. There's a horny club sound. Hey there. No, that's something I added. Sorry. I think in the Region Factory sound bank in the regroove patch, you can change. Look at that MPC. Man, that must be popular. Well, I guess so. We could do some shuffling for like 56%, and that's gonna globally do it. I can't even feel it doing it. Now, what I like to do is once I make my patch, I'll right click on that whole area, and you're supposed to be able to copy pattern to track. You see down there, you could copy the pattern to the track. So see, now it's right there in the track, so you don't even need to have that program no more. Matter of fact, you're gonna want to click up here to stop enabling that run playback. So now it's got that going on. Ooh, oh, well, let's make that in over here. Play it out loud. Now you're supposed to be able to draw in on this, how to set the groove. It's not seeming to allow me. Get groove from clip. Nope, it did not do it. I love it when it does not what I want to do. So much a fool. But we got that going. Let's go ahead. Let's go boom with subtractor, or there's a Thor, or there's a Maelstrom. There's so many synths. It's crazy, but I'm going subtractor. Now there's some of those already made stuff, but this is just like any synth you. There's oscillators, and when I play with them, I'm gonna initialize. Oh, sorry, I mean reset device. That's the initial sound. That's why that should be initialized still, because that's the initial sound. But whatever. And you. So I'm just tweaking everything you can. And going that route, you can go anywhere you want with these things. You can come and find some, like if you want basses, click it once. That backlash bass is pretty deep, isn't it? Let's go play with them. F and A, man. That's all I played. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Hey, if I count, I always mess up, don't I? Pressing 1 on the numeric keypad to start from the beginning and click. Oh, my click and my pre-count wasn't on. At least pre-count. Come on, guys. Pre-count. Start from the beginning. And 3, 4. Not too bad. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Right click down below. Instrument. Let's go add a Maelstrom and show you that there's another oscillator ready for y'all. With some stupid little sounds. Oh, the arpeggiator's going on here. Weird sounds. Mono synths. I like mono synths, dude. like the mono-sense one subtractor, not the maelstrom. You know what I found? One of the first ones was the best one to me. Let's just add that to it. And that mixer down there, up there, it's always good to play with them. Play with them while it's time. Why are you listening? Come up to this thing and let's see what else we could play with. Don't play with your thing. Come on now. Compressors. How about that? First and foremost, I'm soloing it. Oh, it's not even on. I was wondering. Gotta remember to turn things on. And I changed that a lot. That ding, nah. A little bit lower, baby. And then there's another one. This was really wild. It was new in 5.0. I'd like to introduce you to, yeah, I'm not introducing you to nothing. You guys know this. You're looking at 6.0. The Thor. The Thor. This is kind of a powerful beast. That has a little bit of a lot of everything. I like the gangster lead though. Let's see. No, I'm just playing the keyboard like I'm crazy. Let me just add that since I'm gonna be record. I see I press the asterisk key. I just want you to know that. I didn't need to come up here and see this. I know I'm recording because I pressed the asterisk key. Yep, I'm bringing Fruity. It don't matter. Just to show you guys the program. We could always bring it down like you don't want to hear it. And come up here and let's take some gate. Oh, what's a gate? A gate is a keep a people out thing. Think about it. That's what a gate is. A compressor, it compresses it. EQs equalizes it. Y'all got EQs in your radios. Come on. Look at these EQs. That's a lot better. Let's compress it. Let's go to escape. Fast. It doesn't. It seems to be loving me. And turn it off. Compress it. And there's a song that may be. Well, I guess that's something. Did that answer your question, Eric?
No, that was pretty informative.
Cool. I'm glad it did. You have any more?
At the moment, no, but I'll get back to you. Thank you very much again for
no problem,
doing all
man.
the thing. It was great. I think it's great to be able to learn how to use the software. You know.
Cool, great. Appreciate that. All right, well, everybody else that didn't learn anything, I'm sorry for you guys, but I'm here to try to help. You can check us out, hangoutclap.com, everywhere that you see the links down below. Find out what you want to know. This is the last part of just the basics of Reason 6.5, which this is my first time using the program, and that's just to show you that it's not hard at all. You just need to know where the knob and the button's at, and I just showed you where a few of them are, and I think you can get really far with that. So take it easy, stay cool, but don't freeze.